Hi there, hope you're having a pleasant day wherever you may be. I'm currently in the middle of nowhere, Nevada, and I just escaped from the island. Just kidding, nobody saw that movie. I'm in a ghost town called Rhyolite. Rhyolite is currently a ghost town near the town of Beatty, Nevada, near the California border in Death Valley. It gained popularity around 1904 when gold was discovered nearby. By 1905, mines started popping up, and it ended up peaking with a population of about 8,000 by about 1910, 1911. It quickly dropped off, and by 1920, the population was a whopping 14. Due to a lack of timber in the area, a lot of the buildings were made out of stone and concrete. Hence, a handful of them have survived over the years in various states of decay and disrepair. You can walk around. Most of them are fenced off, but you can get up close and look, get an idea of what they used to look like back in their heyday. What is nice is that the very first stop in the town is a sign-in sheet and also some maps that describe some of the history of the town and the various buildings that are still around. So if I sound smart, it's because of this guy. The town has been used in movies over the years, or so I've read, but really the only one I can think of off the top of my head is The Island, the Michael Bay movie. Kind of an underrated one, actually. It's not that bad, but yeah, it's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. I don't think anybody saw it though. Behind me is a two-room building built in 1905, believed to have been built as a residence, but they also think that it was used as a brothel. So that's where the real mining was done. This one doesn't have any description to go along with it, but it is on the map. It says jail. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. Behind me is the Las Vegas and Tonopah Depot, one of three railroads to serve Rhyolite. The interesting thing about this particular depot is it was built in 1909, and as you know, around 1910 the town went bust, so it didn't get much of a run. But it still looks pretty good. In addition to the buildings that have a little history and background to them, there's a lot that don't. There's a lot of these just like concrete foundations and stone foundations that don't have any history. Some have a sign, most of them don't. But they're still pretty cool to look at. Makes you wonder what the hell they were. This here is the schoolhouse. Unfortunately, it was built in 1909, and by that point things had already kind of gone sour in the town, and by the time it opened, most of the kids were already gone. So yet another building that kind of missed the heyday. Behind me is what's left of the Overbury building. It was a bank and other businesses and things like that built in 1907. Interesting tidbit about this one is it had modern luxuries like electricity and indoor plumbing. This here was the bank building, built in 1908, again, toward the end. It was 3 stories tall, had a post office, it was the bank, various businesses. It also had electricity, steam heating, and marble floors, so damn near a palace, I'd say. Also worth noting is that there were a handful of people here. I don't know if this is considered off-season or not, but yeah, I mean, if you're looking for like a truly abandoned ghost town experience, you're probably not going to get it here because it seems to be fairly well known. But still, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to walk around and check it out for yourself. Yeah, just outside the entrance of Rhyolite is this little free museum, and that's what I thought, quote unquote. Before I pulled up, but there's a couple things that are kind of cool, like this Last Supper, where it looks like everybody's wearing like a shroud and the person was removed. Kind of cool. A couple other quirky little things. So, yeah, take 5 minutes before you go into Raleigh, take a look. It's pretty cool. Now, I was pleasantly surprised to see that it is BLM, well maintained to a degree, you know, fenced off, things like that, with information kiosks, and the maps were really helpful. I don't know why I thought it was going to be just like untamed and wild and just crumbling underneath your feet, but it wasn't. I don't know why I always think that, but for whatever reason, I do. So yeah, I very much liked seeing that. with that said, I hope you had a good time walking around the Rhyolite ghost town ruins with me. I'd recommend checking this place out. I know a lot of people aren't really in the area, but on your next Death Valley adventure, check it out. Or even in Vegas, it's only a couple hours north. Instead of hanging out by the pool that last day, come on up here and check it out. With that said, I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. The jail being this close to the suspected brothel can't be a coincidence, could it?